What is up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. My name is Jay. The YouTube channel is called Trippin with Jay. And welcome to the stream, guys. But without further ado, I do want to get straight to the topic of the stream. I got a buddy with me, man. One of my homeboys that I met in Thailand. I got to bring him on. And here he is. Eddie, what's good, boy? What's good, boy?
What's good, Brody? What's good? What's good? What's good?
Yeah, man. So if you guys didn't know, and if this is your first time ever like watching any of my content, I just came back from a trip from Southeast Asia, and I happened to meet Eddie at randomly. It was crazy how we
Yeah,
met,
it
bro.
was
So
wild.
yeah, it
Yeah,
was absolutely wild. So we actually met in Bangkok at the Sugar Club, and
yeah,
my man's was lit.
yeah, man.
I
I
don't-
mean, that on its own was a wild night. You know what I mean? Because like, I think we were in Bangkok probably 2 days before we met you,
Mhm.
right? And Bangkok is a city of its own, man. You got something going on every single night. So, the night that I met you, we were up. We were just turned. Like you remember, I was lit, passing bottles around, just like doing the
Yo.
most, doing the utmost. You know what I mean? But it's a place that allows you to kind of do that, kind of lets you be free. And that's something I kind of like realize about Bangkok on its own
Yeah.
is that people don't judge. You know what I mean? People just let you be you.
Hmm.
So I was like, fuck it. You know what I mean? So here we go. Let's go. Let's have a good time. So.
No, it's good stuff, man. We I don't know if you do you remember almost lighting that model's hair on fire with the sparkler?
Yeah, I got told the day after. I got told the day after. I think in the moment I was like, oh, well, you know. But yeah, no, that was because like they brought out like the bottles. You know how they bring out bottles? They have
Yeah.
the whole sparkler shit thing, and I was just like moving around, and I guess she was behind me, and I guess her hair low key started sparkling. And yeah, that was that. I got told the day after, like the morning after, I was like, damn. I hit her up. I told her I was like, yo, my bad. I apologize. You know what I mean? I was doing the most.
Yeah, no,
But she wasn't tripping about it.
no, that shit was amazing, man. I mean, it was scary at the moment because I saw it. I was like, oh man, he about to light her on fire. But I was
Yeah.
drunk myself, and I was like, man, I ain't really much. It's not much I can really do about that. But
Yeah.
um,
They kind of just let you do whatever you want, which is
hmm
kind of weird, but like, cool. Because like we were there so much and like we were actually like spending money to like buy bottles and stuff like that. So
yeah,
they were like low key, like, yeah, just do whatever you want. So it's
yeah, and y'all were right at
like,
the
all right,
front. Y'all were right in front of the
yeah,
DJ. So I was like, yo,
yeah. That was like our table for the whole entire time we were there.
that's wild, bro. Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, bro.
cause for the audience, like I met him. He just gave me like a random shot from like a bottle of Hennessy, and I was like,
Yeah, bro. It was wild because like I remember meeting you, right?
yeah,
So I was like, I'm the type of person like when I go outside, I'm very friendly. You know what I
hmm
mean? Like I want to meet people. I want to connect with people. I want people to have as much fun as I'm having. You know what I mean? So I saw you. You were like dancing. Like we made eye contact and we were like, yo, what's up? You know what I mean? And then dapped each other up. And then throughout the night, I was like, yo, shot. And then just pass it around. So it's like I feel like that's how it's supposed to be. I feel like some people go places and like just so uptight and standoffish. You know what I mean?
yes,
That's not where I thrive. I feel like you're gonna have a more of an experience when you're actually free and like willing to meet people, willing to share your energy with other people. You know what I mean? As long as they're willing to be a part of it.
yeah,
So
and no,
yeah,
absolutely, man, cause,
that was a lit night.
yo, and plus bottles weren't that expensive. It was like a hundred
Bro,
dollars for a bottle. I'm like, bruh,
yeah.
if I had more people with me,
So
I would have
like
had a bottle
I
too.
Yeah, I remember just comparing it to just like the US, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? You go out and you're trying to spend you're trying to have a good time, right? You're like, I want to buy some bottles, I want to do this, I want to do that. But like your check at the end of the night, it's gonna be a couple bands, right? It's gonna be a
Yeah.
couple $1,000s, if you want to have that type of night. So like out here, I'm just like I have connects, you know what I mean? They situate all that stuff. But
Oh man, did we lose Eddie? I think Eddie, we lost you, man. We got you back.
Sorry,
Yeah,
that was my bad. I was getting a phone call. But in Bangkok, it was like one, the currency, the U.S. currency, the baht currency is crazy,
it's
right?
insane.
That the rate transaction rate is insane. So the bottles were like $130 for a
Yo,
big bottle of Hennessy, bro.
Bruh.
For a big bottle of Hennessy, bro. And I was like, when I first got there, I was just thinking, all right, I'm just gonna sit at the bar, just buy a couple of drinks here and there. And then I looked at it, it was like 4,500 baht. I'm like, what the fuck? That's a lot. And then my friend Kivante was like, nah, bro, that's like $130. I was like,
bring him out. Keep bringing him out.
what? Said okay, let's go. Yeah, so that was that. So it was just like every single night, every single time you went out, or
Yeah.
we went out, we were just buying bottles
Damn.
consistently. It was
Damn.
literally the whole entire time.
Oh, and my apologies, bro. I want you to introduce yourself to the audience, man, and just give yourself a formal introduction of who you are, what you do, and
Yeah,
you can give your Instagram as well.
yeah. So obviously my name's Eddie. You know what I mean? I live in New York. I live in LA as well. Um, I run a online business, and it's an online rehab company. So it's primarily fitness. Um, to say the least, it's right now I'm in a time in my life where I'm enjoying time. You know what I mean? I'm I'm starting to value how much time means to me, and taking trips, meeting new people, but also in the process of that, learning about myself and learning about how to interact in different places, which we're gonna get to. It was a big lesson in Thailand. So yeah, yeah.
That's what's up, man. What's your IG?
E8 Primal.
All right, man. I'll put it in the description box below after the stream so people can link up and follow you and everything and just
For
tap
sure,
into your
for sure.
business. Yeah, of course, absolutely, bro. So after we met, of course we added each other on Instagram, and I was like the day after we met, I was like, bro, you were lit last night, and I was like, yo, I'm
Yeah,
going to Pattaya, and you were like, yo, we're coming out there too, and I was like, what? And then
yeah,
when you showed up, well, when I showed up to Pattaya, I was like, okay, I need to find like a tribe here. And then I see your story on IG of the same
yeah,
gym, of the same condo
yeah,
that I'm at, and it's called the Edge
yeah,
in Central Pattaya for people that don't know. And I was like, bro, like I just left the gym, like we're staying at the same spot, and we were like, you know what?
yeah. Ain't no way.
It, it's meant to be.
Yeah, that was ain't no way, bro. Because like that was like it was just wild because like we met and then you told me the next day you're going to Pattaya, and I think um we were still in Bangkok for like a couple days after you left. And when we got to Pattaya, we were just thinking, I bet I'm gonna hit up Jay because Jay is like he told us he was gonna be out here. And then I posted that shit in the gym. And he was like, I'm in the same place. I'm like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. we're about to link up, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then yeah.
and you know the
Yeah, no,
crazy,
that was wild.
the craziest part about it, bro, is that I booked that spot based on a recommendation from Chat GPT. So it could have literally told me anywhere else
Wow.
other in Central Bangkok. Oh, sorry, in Central
Yeah.
Pattaya, other than the Edge. And it was like, yo, book it at the Edge because I was thinking about staying at the base, which is right next door to the Edge, but the Edge won out because
Yeah.
of that damn rooftop was insane, bro. That
Yeah,
rooftop
no,
pool.
that the whole building on its own is insane,
Yeah.
bro. Like the apartment that we got or the condo that we got was fire. You know what I mean? We had like 360 view of the whole entire shit, of the whole entire like Pattaya,
Hmm.
and then just like the pool upstairs was dope, bro. Dope. Nice view of the whole city. Like, and it was open pretty much all night. Like, all night. So there was like nights where we ended up at the pool, cold as heck, still swimming, you know. So yeah, no, it's definitely a dope spot. Like if you're ever planning to go to Thailand, and you're gonna be in Pattaya, definitely hit up the Edge. It was
Yes.
cheap. It was like I think it was like 1,000 something, 1,500 for like a week, which isn't bad at all. Which is not bad at all.
Yeah, and
So
y'all probably had a dope ass spot too, man. And
yeah, no, it was definitely nice.
yeah, so as soon as we linked up at the Edge, we met upstairs inside the little the pool room or whatever, the billiards room. We went out, right? We
Yeah,
literally that was the first and last time I walked to Walking Street because I was like because I didn't know where I didn't know where the clubs were, so I didn't know that I didn't have a
that was
sense of
low key deep.
distance. Yo, and I was like,
Yeah, it was definitely deep. We
yo,
we trooped it.
yeah, I was sweating a little bit. I'm like, I had nice shoes on. I was like, oh my God, how far is this place? And
Yeah,
we got there. It started to rain a little bit, and we ducked into a spot. We ate a little bit, and then we went to a nightclub called 808. And
808.
yes, and that was my first. Was that your guys' first time too?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we went into
And then the
808.
second time we went, that was our second time.
Wow, that's
I think,
crazy.
right?
I think so.
Yeah, because
We went
we
out.
went out twice.
Yeah, we went out twice. Maybe
We
three.
went out twice. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, we did go
I
out
think it was
twice.
twice. The last time is when the whole situation happened.
Yeah, and we'll get to that in a second,
I
chat.
think.
Yeah, we'll get to that
Yeah.
in a second. But yeah, we went to 808 and we were like, yo, this is the spot, man. This is the spot they were playing like actually our style of hip hop or our style of music. And
Yeah.
I forgot which night
Yeah.
that you and Key got on stage. And was like, yo, y'all got on stage and
Nah.
was like
So
singing.
the first night I got on stage, because like to say the least, right? When I go out, I'm trying to have fun, you know.
Right.
And I'm outmost doing. If you give me an inch, I'll take a mile. So I basically like made friends with the MC that was there. He was like, "Yo, pull up on stage." Pulled up on stage, singing, just dancing, blah blah blah, just turning the whole thing up. He low key let me MC for like at least 30 minutes.
Bro. It's just wild, man.
um, and then yeah, I mean, definitely a dope club to go to.
Yeah.
Again, they play our type of music, hip hop. They also mix some reggae and stuff in there, but definitely a nice place, nice environment. If you like women, you know what I mean, there's women there, to say the least.
Yo, and that's the best part. I'm gonna actually lean into that a little bit. So the women that go to 808, they like us. Like for
Yeah,
the most part, they like us. And
yeah,
these chicks are like 100% Thai, and they
yeah.
come to the nightclub to look at us and interact with us.
Facts,
And
facts.
um, we met some people, and they happen to kind of know the owner, the manager, or whatever, 808, and they had
Yeah,
hella bottles at their table, and they were like, y'all want to come over and drink? And I was like, yeah.
yeah,
And I was like,
yeah,
can my boys come? Like, can my
yeah,
boys come drink? And
yeah.
we from that night on, bro, like we all just hung out, damn near drunk for free, to a
Damn near,
degree.
bro.
Yeah.
Damn near drunk for free. And that's the thing, bro. And like
Yeah.
that's the thing I always try to like emphasize. It's like the energy that you bring out is what you receive out there. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? So if you have a dope energy, you're nice, you're kind, you know what I mean? You're gonna meet people that already have connections there or that already have things going on there. So therefore you end up having a crazy night because you're just a nice person.
No, facts, man, facts.
You know?
And chat, before we get into the details of the situation that occurred at another nightclub, send in any of your questions, comments, concerns that you guys want us to answer about Pattaya or Bangkok or Thailand in general. We'll try our best to answer those questions if you guys happen to put them in the chat, and I'll read them off, Eddie, once they get posted, if they get posted. So
Word.
I think was it the first or second night that the issue occurred? The second night.
That was the second night.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the second night.
So we did a repeat of 808 the following evening, and then everybody knows.
That was lit. That
Yo,
was lit. I think
that
that
was
was litter
crazy.
than the first night because there's like a video that I have. I was on stage, right? I was on stage and I'm just rapping, singing, you know what I mean, blah blah. and like a girl was like trying to grab me, right, and like trying to like touch me. I'm like, nah, 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 nah. You can't be touching the merchandise, you know. But just it goes back. It just goes back to like there's there's just an abundance out there, and like good looking women too, not just like bombs, but like good looking women, and there's just an abundance. You know what I mean? And you can have your fair share if you want.
Yeah, 100%, man. It is. So
Yeah.
w- everybody knows it in Pattaya that when you go to 808, when 808 is starting to like die down around like 1, maybe 2 a.m., the after party is at Flex. Everybody knows
Yeah.
that. So we go to Flex, and
Go to flex.
the same people that I knew at 808 that knew the manager or whatever, we go to Flex and they know the manager's over there. So we get another table that's right by the door,
Hmm.
and you guys walk in, and I'm like, yo, I actually bought a bottle that night for
Hmm.
everybody, and I was like, yo, y'all can come drink off my bottle, and kick it and bring your ladies over or
Yeah.
whatever. And I don't know if you want to take it from there, because I know the three of
Yeah,
us got
bro.
up and started
So
to
like
dance.
even for me, it was low key a blur, but like I remember the main parts of it. Like I walk in, I say what's up to you, and like I'm still on a high. Like I just had a good ass time at 808. I'm still on a high. I'm trying to have a good time here, because the last time we were here, we had a good time, you know.
Hmm.
And I walk in, and I think the girl that I was with was there, and these guys were like trying to like grab her and like dance with her. I'm like, yo, no, she's good, she's good. And then he's like he grabs onto me, and like I hold him too, like kind of like just I'm thinking like we're about to have a good conversation, we're about to whatever. He's like, where your friends at? I'm like, what do you mean where my friends at? I'm like, he was like, where your friends at? We're like, they're over there. He's like, how many friends you got? I got like two of my boys with me, bro. The next thing I know, he's like, yo, I get socked. I'm on the ground. Fucking, this guy is like trying to choke me out. There's another guy. I remember there's another guy like on top of me trying to punch me, and I'm just kicking. Like I'm kicking, trying to get out of this shit, bro. Like I dead ass got bum rushed. I got bum rushed, and I was like, it just reminded me like after the whole fact, it's like I was heated in the moment because like you guys were like trying to calm me down. I'm like blah blah, like I don't give a fuck. Like I want to fight, I want to fight, I want to fight, I want to fight, blah blah blah. And like the bouncer took me out, and they're all outside. I'm like, it was these niggas, blah blah. Sorry if I'm cussing.
No,
I
it's
don't
all good.
know
Don't
the
worry.
audience. I was like, is these guys, blah blah. And like I just got punched in the eye, bro. I've never been punched in the eye, and when I tell you, bro, I was seeing double vision. I'm like, damn, even if I wanted to fight right now, it would be bad. You know what I mean? Even if I jumped on it, it would be bad, right? So I'm thinking in my head, like, I'm stressed out, stressed out. I take a picture of these guys, put it as my screensaver. I'm like, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you. uh, and yeah, I mean, the whole night, like, it just happened so quick, bro. It really happened so quick. And it just kind of made me realize, like, yeah, you might bring good energy to a place, but not everybody's reciprocating that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not everybody's looking at you like that, you know? And I come to find out they were the same guys that got in a fight at 808. So they're already on that type of time, and they're already looking for problems, right?
Really?
Yeah. So after, I mean, I was fine. You know what I mean? I had a like a black eye, you know, for a couple of days. Like I had double vision, but I went to the doctors. They were like, "Yeah, you're fine. Nothing wrong." But just the whole concept just made me realize it's like you have to be a little bit smarter when you go out. You know what I mean? Especially in different countries, because like you may be the life of the party, you may be this, you may be that, but like you can easily still get targeted. One, you're a black man, right?
Hmm.
Like that's a target on its own, right? And then especially if you're walking out with a dope fit jewelry on, like you're already another target, you know. So you have to realize what, regardless of what surroundings you're in, you just have to be on your toes. You know what I mean? You have to be ready. You have to be kind of watching the environment and just not get carried away just because you're having too much fun, you know. So,
Nah, that
but yeah, that shit. First time I've ever been jumped. You know what I mean? First time I've ever been. I wouldn't even consider it a fight because I didn't fight.
nah, bruh. And the crazy
You
part is
know, but
it happened so fast because me and
yeah,
Key were like we were nearby, but it happened so fast and
so
we couldn't
fast,
even
bro.
react to it. We were like, yo, how do we
Yeah,
help?
bro.
How do we help out? And we barely saw anything happen.
Yeah, those like eight of them, bro. Those like eight
Bro.
of them. I got hot by eight people, bro.
It's
It
wild.
was insane, bro. And just waking up the next morning, I'm like, what the fuck? And like
Yo.
it low key ruined, not really, but low key ruined the rest of the trip because we didn't go out the day after because like my eye was fucked up, you
Yeah.
know? And then we were just like, screw it, we're gonna put some glasses on and then go out, you know. But we ended up having a chill night. It kinda helped us in terms of like, all right, we're not just gonna continue just to go out for the whole entire time we're here. We're like, all right, let's take a trip. Let's go somewhere. Let's go to a beach. Let's go jet skiing. We did some crazy shit. Me and Key had some companions. You know what I mean? So they low key took care of us. You know, so it was like it was dope. It was dope. It worked out.
Yes, yes, bro. I see
Yeah.
it, and I tell my audience to always try to network when you go
Yeah.
out and you, because I'm a solo traveler for the most part, but a lot of my audience also does solo travel, and I tell them like, don't try to be a lone wolf when you go travel. Find a tribe, find at least
Yeah.
another person, or worse, find a girl, right? Like, because
Yeah. That's not worse.
yeah, but they're going to extract
I
resources
get you. I
though. They're
get
going to
you.
extract resources. But you
Yeah.
got to
Yeah.
find a tribe. You got to find
Yeah.
a group of homies when you go travel, because you'll have the same type of
Facts.
mindset. And I promise you, if you guys stay in contact and you foster that relationship, you guys are going to start taking trips as a group more
Trips
together.
together. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm
Facts.
this is paying dividends right now to my audience, because if it wasn't for me or even Eddie just being friendly to me, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. We wouldn't have hung out in Pattaya. We wouldn't have even this relationship here. And you guys
Facts.
have to just go out with an open mind and just really, really be nice to people, man. That's it. Just care for other people.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah, for like
That's a fact.
100%, man. So I want to get down to your overall review of first Bangkok and then second Pattaya. You can go in as much detail as you want, and I want to be respectful of your time. I know we're about 30 minutes in,
Yeah.
but you let
Yeah.
the audience know what you thought of both cities
So
and how they compare.
so review of Bangkok. Bangkok 10 out of 10. I mean, Pattaya and Bangkok both 10 out of 10. They both have they're both lit, right? Um the women, I think that's what most people probably go out to Thailand for. I mean, there's a lot of other things to do, but the women, also 10 out of 10, you know what I mean? It's depending on who you are. If you're not timid, right? If you're not timid, you're friendly, you're nice, you know how to talk, right? It's kind of easy. It's kind of easy. And that's not to throw shade. That's not to throw shade. It's just if you have that demeanor to you will get something out of it.
It's
You
just
know what I mean?
confidence.
Um, what Yeah, and then just like nightlife too, it's like there's always something to do, right? There's always something to do, and every place is always packed out. It's not like you go somewhere and it's like there's nobody here, it's a Tuesday. Nah, Tuesdays is probably their favorite day.
That's facts.
We went out we got there on like a Thursday, went out from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then left.
Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy.
So um and then also just not the nightlife too, just like during the day, if you decide to go to explore, there's a lot of like food places, a lot of like little markets that you could go in. Like I like to eat, and like I'm not allergic to a lot of things. So therefore I was just outside like during the day, going to markets. The people that I met the day before would take me out to malls and stuff, like go take me out to markets and go eat, we would chill. Ended up going to like a Thai boxing, right? If you're ever in
Yes.
Thailand and Bangkok, go to a Thai boxing match. That was fire, you know what I mean? Um, yeah, so Bangkok, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. There's
Yes.
a lot to do, a lot to do. And if you're going with your girl, go with your girl. You know what I mean? There's always a lot to do, right? Um, Pattaya was a different vibe, right? Because what I realized is that a lot of girls in Pattaya are working girls, and I'm gonna just leave it there, right? Um, and I'm not necessarily like with that. You know what I mean? Unless you're like, damn, like looking crazy.
Yeah.
I bet. You know what I mean? Maybe, right? But I'm not necessarily with that. So like a lot of the times that I met some girls, it was like, oh, you gotta pay this, you gotta pay that. I'm like, nah, good. You know what I mean? If I gotta pay for it, that means somebody else paid for it yesterday.
That's facts.
You
That's
know what I mean?
facts.
So I was like, nah, I'm good, I'm straight. You know what I mean? I'll rock out, you know. But also if you have a talk to you, you know, you can kind of miss that and find some shit that is not a working girl, right?
Yeah.
Um, and then also back to it, it's like there's also so much to do in Pattaya. Like you're right by the beach, you know, so that means you could go to a boat party, you could go jet skiing right there, you could go to the islands. We didn't get to go to the islands, but you did, right?
Yeah.
So the islands are right there, you know, so that there's just so much to do, so much to explore, so much to enjoy. So yeah, nah, Thailand on its own, bro, 10 out of 10. 100%. Maybe
Yes.
going back in a couple months.
Hey, listen, low key. I was looking at flight prices as soon as I got back. I was like,
Yeah,
yo, let
bro.
me.
I don't know, bro. I've been to a lot of places. I've been to a lot of places. I've never had PTSD. I've never had PTSD from a place in Thailand.
Oh man, I think we lost him.
Though, right? So
Yeah.
I would wake up in the middle of the night. I'm like, why am I not in Thailand? Why am I not in Thailand? Right? I'm like, what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, I'm back in LA, right?
Oh man.
But yeah, no, it was really dope. It was really dope. I definitely enjoyed it. Definitely recommend. It's a place that you one find yourself, you know, and also there's no true limitations.
Yeah.
There's no true limitations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick, we got a couple of chats. My guy, Big Bass. Big Bass says, salute to you, bro. Talk your talk, and then gotta get to the islands, the small spots, and don't sleep on Phuket.
I heard, bro, we're supposed to go to Phuket, but the reason why we picked Pattaya is because Rolling Loud was supposed to be in Pattaya.
I forgot about that. Yes,
They
same.
sold, bro. They sold. They sold. They like canceled the event like a month before we pulled up. So we had everything booked out like months in advance. So we were just like, fuck it, you know. I mean, we're just gonna rock out. Like, but yeah, Phuket, I
Yeah.
definitely want to go there.
Yeah, yeah.
I
You gotta
definitely
go,
wanna
bro.
there.
You gotta go.
The views there, I heard are immaculate, right? And then same exact thing, you know.
Yeah.
Everything else is immaculate.
And they have that floating nightclub too out
Yeah.
there.
I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Like you got to book it a couple months in advance. We were supposed to go there too. It was just we got carried away.
Yeah. Hey, no worries, man.
We
No
got
worries.
carried away.
Yeah. So I didn't want to make this live too long, and I want to be respectful of your time, bro. But is there anything else you want to tell the audience about your experience out in Thailand overall, or like, of course, it sounds like you would go back, of course, but
Yeah.
any
100%.
closing thoughts?
I think just travel, right? And just the big picture, travel, see the world. If you're in the U.S., go somewhere that's not like the U.S. It's not affluent like the U.S. You know, just to kind of change your perspective on what you got. You know, so traveling for me just gave me a bigger picture of like what I have here. You know, what I have going for myself. But yeah, just travel the world, man. We're at the age that we need to. You know, we don't need to be cooped up in the U.S. and think this is all that's that. You know, there's definitely a lot more out there, and one of those spots is definitely Thailand.
Yes,
So.
yes.
But yeah.
Any future travel plans for next year?
So I'm thinking. So I'm turning 30 next year, or this coming up year. And I think around the same time I went to Thailand, so in November, I think I'm gonna do like a four country trip. So I'm gonna probably hit Thailand, Japan. I want to hit Tokyo. I want to hit Spain, and then maybe Portugal.
That's what's up, man.
I'm gonna probably pull up on those four. So
You
I'm gonna do like a month, 1 week in one spot. So it's gonna be we're gonna do it right.
Crazy, man. Yes. Listen, turning 30 for us guys. I'm 36, right? So
Yeah.
turning 30, is a great milestone for us men if we put in the work in our 20s, because in
Exactly.
our 30s we get to reap and enjoy the fruits of our labor from our 20s.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
man, when you hit 30, you're gonna be like, you're gonna hit your stride, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you're gonna
Nah,
hit
I
your
appreciate
stride.
that, bro. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
But yeah,
man.
thanks for having me on. No, it was a pleasure meeting you, bro.
Bro.
And listen, you're right in Vegas. I'm right in LA. So I might be sliding through to Vegas a couple times
Man,
just cause.
hit me.
So
Hit me
I
up, man.
got you. I
Yes.
got you.
Bro,
Let
much
me know
love.
if
I
you're ever in
appreciate
LA
it.
too, bro.
Yeah, and mention your Instagram one more time so people can go follow you.
It's E8E the letter Eddie 8 the number and then Primal.
All right, man. Eddie, my guy, all the way from Zambia, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
And my
yeah.
audience is familiar with a lot of research about Africa because I do a lot of research. And
Word.
my guy is from Zambia, bro. Like, much
Yeah,
respect, man.
born there, came here when I was 9, and
Awesome.
just making the best out of life. I was given an opportunity that I had to, got to take advantage of. So
Absolutely, bro. I appreciate your time, man. Enjoy the rest of your
absolutely,
day. Enjoy the better weather because y'all got like way better weather than
it's like
Vegas right now,
70 degrees over
bro.
here, man. I'm loving it. I'm outside right now. Yeah.
All right, bro. I appreciate it,
All right,
man.
buddy.
Enjoy your day and
Thank you.
have a good one, bro.
All right, be safe, man.
All right, bro. Have a good one. All right, guys. Let me turn it back to me here. Yeah, shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all coming into the live and just overall, I don't know, just watching, man. It's very interesting to kind of hear somebody else's perspective for once about a place that I've also been. And Jehovah says Zambia, nice, yeah, bro. Zambia, I gotta really get out to the continent, and Zambia is one of the English-speaking countries, so I don't have to learn another language to visit there. But yeah, shout out to Eddie. That's my boy, man. Y'all don't understand. Like once you reach like you get a wolf pack when you travel, you kind of stick with that wolf pack your whole trip. And I had another person as well that I was kicking it with too. Shout out to Ian. You guys saw him on stream. Ian was another part of my wolf pack as well, and we had a crazy. He showed me around Pattaya because that was my first time out there, and he's been there a few times, a handful of times, and he showed me around. And I was like, yo, I did not know Pattaya was like this, bro. And it's a lot of stuff I can't even mention on YouTube, but I understand how Pattaya works now. So shout out to Ian, shout out to Eddie, shout out to Key. That's my wolf pack in Pattaya. And you guys got to get a wolf pack when you travel, man, especially if you're a solo traveler and you're just by yourself. It's, I don't know. It just happens not by accident. It was meant to happen. When you meet people like that, when you meet them abroad and you foster that relationship, it was meant to happen. So you guys just be open, be friendly, be nice to people, care for people. If you get in bottle service, you never know. Your next friendship, your next homie may be the person you give a random shot to at the nightclub. You never know, bro. But let me give you guys my kind of wrap up about Bangkok and Pattaya because I wanted to get Eddie's perspective because I wanted to be more respectful of his time. But my perspective, let's see, Jehovah, yeah, Pattaya is undefeated in more ways than one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let me start on Bangkok, bro. So Bangkok is a metropolis. So I gave the comparison of Bangkok to a New York City because not only like the physical size or the population size, you also have places like Lumpini Park, which is kind of like Central Park in New York, and you also get the great public transit system, although cleaner in Bangkok than New York is, right? But you, I can draw a great comparison to both cities because I've been to both. So when I look at Bangkok, I look at it as a comparison to New York as its closest competitor. But Bangkok is one of those cities where you have to kind of know where you're going already in order to get there on time or to not run into any traffic or any crazy stuff. You got to know where you're going already. And it's a bustling metropolis with a whole bunch of people. And bro, I loved every moment of it. Doing the daytime stuff, yes, it was hot, right? Going to Wat Pho, going to different types of museums and stuff. Was it hot when you're walking outside? Of course. But the actual views, the actual experience, going to Icon Siam and going on the boat to what was it, Asia Teak Market. I did a live stream on that as well. Bro, just Bangkok as a whole, you cannot run out of things to do in Bangkok. There's literally limitless things to do in Bangkok. And if you guys ever get a chance to go, I recommend staying for about a week and a half if you can, and then spend about another week and a half in Pattaya if you want to hit those two cities. But if you want to go to Phuket or Phuket, I got corrected when I was out in Thailand. It's Phuket, I guess. I would say spend another week in Phuket if you can, if you have a whole month to spend. I think that's going to give you a good, adequate kind of taste of Thailand. You can also go to Chiang Mai. I heard Chiang Mai is more of a local experience. I will have to visit Chiang Mai on my third visit to Thailand, maybe next year, for real next year. But Bangkok, you cannot run out of things to do. The only thing that Bangkok really doesn't have is the beach, right? They have the river and you can go on the boats or whatever and transport through that way, but they don't really have a beach. So I wanted a beach kind of type of lifestyle. So I went to Pattaya. And I enjoyed myself in Pattaya. I didn't take a lot of footage because I was just laying on the beach, drinking a beer, kicking it with my homies, listening to music, and just talking to talk, man. You really got to enjoy yourself when you go on trips as a content creator, because yes, you can shoot content, but you also have to reserve a lot of time for you to actually enjoy yourself and like turn your work brain off. I know it's really difficult for a lot of us to kind of turn our work brain off, but you have to try your best to do so when you do happen to travel and you happen to be a content creator as well. So Pattaya honestly was my favorite part of the trip because the weather was great. The beaches were nice. I went to Jom Tien where the prices aren't as high as the Pattaya beach as far as getting like a table or like an umbrella when you're out on the beach. I spent maybe like $10, bro, and I got food, I got liquor, and I had the chair for the whole day. I watched the sunset on the beach solo, listening to music, kicking it, chilling, and I streamed during that time too. But man, if y'all ever get a chance to go to Thailand, man, Pattaya, you have to hit Pattaya. Even if you're like I would say, don't bring your family to Pattaya. Like if you don't bring your girl, don't bring your kids to Pattaya, because there's some stuff that you can't avoid seeing when you're in Pattaya, and you may not want to expose your children and or girl to those types of things in Pattaya. And those things are like, pros, just out in the open. You don't want your kids seeing that, bro. I wouldn't want my daughter or my son to see that. So I would honestly, if you are going to Pattaya and you have a family with you, I would say stay in Jom Tien or stay even further out, and you may come to Walking Street either by yourself or with your girl or whatever. But be sure to keep the kids away from that stuff and don't expose them to that stuff, please. Or just take your kids to Phuket or Chiang Mai and avoid Pattaya in its totality, because Pattaya is not meant for families, bro. I don't know if y'all know that. Salute to y'all content creators. I live in the moment, so I wouldn't think to take the camera out and record. Yeah, listen, Jehovah, there are a lot of opportunities there were a lot of opportunities for me to take out the camera and record certain stuff, like the fight at Flex nightclub. I could have took my camera out and got that recorded, but I was again trying to live in the moment, trying to make sure my boy was okay. I'm not trying to really record any content when my boy is getting beat up, right? I'm not about to let that happen, right? So it was a lot of opportunities where I could have got some really good footage, and I did get some on my Ray-Ban Metas of when I was on Koh Larn, and I cannot wait for you guys to see that vlog. That vlog is about to be lit, man. I'm just finishing up the a vlog right now, so when I get done with this live stream, I'll be able to work on that and edit it after I finish some other real estate work on the side. Yeah, yeah, you can't record content all the time. So what you guys see on YouTube is kind of curated and edited down to like a more palatable video for you guys to watch. Yeah, Pattaya is a single man's paradise. Phuket is more families, in my opinion. Yeah, that's true. That's 100% true. Was it brothers fighting in Flex, and how does that happen? Yeah, so I just had Eddie on the stream. He was actually the one that was involved in the fight at Flex, and he kind of explained how it happened. It was it was somebody trying to talk to his company, right? So I was definitely like, and he didn't start it. Oddly enough, he didn't start it. He didn't start the fight. It was the other guy. He was the aggressor. So yeah, Eddie was just defending himself against like 7 or 8 other guys at once, bro. And Eddie's like he's a muscular dude, so he can defend himself against like maybe 1 or 2 guys, but 8, bro, and it happened so fast. Yeah. Yeah. When people like that are the aggressor, you have no choice but to defend yourself, especially in a nightclub situation where everybody's like intoxicated, so all the emotions are like amped up to like the 10th degree. So everybody's super super like sensitive to like the smallest like little push or a little tap on the shoulder. Yeah, things do happen, bro. That's why I kind of stay to myself in a nightclub like that. But if you are forced to defend yourself, go for it. Defend yourself. Defend yourself, man. Let's see. Let's see. Why do fighting over workers that we all share? I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't know, man. I really don't know, bro. I really don't know. It's crazy. Let me be honest with you guys. So not every woman in Pattaya is an FL, right? A freelancer. Not every girl is a freelancer. Okay. So there are actual girls that work regular day jobs, and you can find those all over. So, and I don't know if that woman in question was one or not. So I'm not here to judge anybody at all. But if a guy pushes you, what are you gonna do? You gotta defend yourself. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. Can't do that. It's disrespectful, and it's so exactly my point, bro. And it's so many of women that's crazy. At least wait until you see her alone before you approach her. My man Jehovah knows game. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, and that's what I told my guys when I was out there. I'm like, bro, we don't have to compete. Like there's no need to compete. It's just so abundant. There's no need to compete. So I don't get that. I don't get that. Like if you see somebody with that's already engaged with somebody else, like why would you try to like get them? It makes no sense, bro. It makes no sense to me. Uh, let's see. 90% are FLs, and if she was in Flex, most likely she was okay. You never know. You never know, bro. You might find that unicorn. And honestly, I don't even think they met them. I think the girls were from a different city in Pattaya. I mean, in Thailand. They weren't from Pattaya. I think they were visiting as well. Yeah. Yeah, man. No, that's true, Jehovah. That is true. A large majority are. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Large majority are, and you can honestly tell the way that they dress. If you go to Tree Town in Pattaya, you just sit. And I went to Tree Town like almost every single evening, and I sat at the same spot, and I live streamed, and I ate the same food, and I would just sit and people watch. I would just sit and people watch, and people were just like, I was like, okay. I was pointing them out. I was like, all right, that's a FL. I'm like, oh, that's a lady boy. Don't mess with them. That's another FL. And you can just tell. You can just tell the way that they move. You see that they are like pretty decent looking, right? And they're by themselves, and the way that they're dressed, you can kind of tell. And especially if they're by themselves, bro, you can really tell in the way that they're dressed at like 7 p.m. like before they even go out to the nightclub. Like they're dressed as if they're going to the nightclub at around 7 p.m. and they're by themselves. They're at Tree Town, bruh, bruh.
Bruh.
Let's see. I personally hit the G clubs. Now it's cut down the BS and huge crowds. Yeah, yeah, you can do that. You can go to the go-go bars as well. Just just know that going in is not going to be an inexpensive experience. So you're gonna have to pay like very expensive drinks, which I was like, all right, yeah, I'll pay, whatever. And you know, things we can't divulge on YouTube. Let's see. Big pass. You don't go to Flex looking for a wifey. You have to move a certain way. If you know, you know. That's facts. That's facts, Big Baz. Yes, that's facts, bro. That is facts. Tree Town is the perfect place to people watch for sure. And let's be honest, some guys go there for their lady boys too, as crazy as that sounds, bro. That sounds absolutely wild. That sounds so wild, bro. And maybe I'm so like green, like as far as like like not exposed to that type of stuff. But I was actually at Tree Town to eat. I was actually at Tree Town to eat, bro. Tree Town has some really good food. To be completely honest with y'all, like I found this spot that had. I hate talking about food, but I love talking about food. But it was garlic chicken with rice, bro, and I would have my watermelon smoothie. And every day I would show up, they would already know what I want, and that they had some bomb food. And then I ended up meeting the girl that I interviewed on the channel about modern dating, and you guys can watch that video as well. I met her at Tree Town, which is crazy. So Tree Town is kind of like the congregation point of where everybody who is everybody kind of goes and meets up. If you guys didn't know, yeah, we keep it PG-13, bro. I try to keep the channel as clean as possible. But I still want to give you guys as much information as possible as well and be informational. So yeah, Tree Town's where it's at, to be completely honest with you. And yeah, I go to Tree Town too, chill, eat, and talk to some ladies at the bars. Yeah, and they play pretty good music, man. If you're away from all of the food stalls, they have a nice little like bar area where you can sit and chill. They have a table there, and you can sit and chill. They play hip hop music, and they go until late night. Like you really don't have to leave if you don't want to. You can order food, and they can bring it way over to you at your table at Tree Town. You can literally chill at Tree Town, drink, eat until your heart's content, and maybe spend like $15, bro. And if you have like 2 or 3 other people with you, maybe like 20, $30, and y'all twisted, bro. Y'all are like literally just bobbing your head and just y'all need a grab to get home. Like you ain't walking back to your crib if you stay at Tree Town long enough. But you honestly don't even need to leave and go to the nightclub, man. You can stay at Tree Town, find something, and have a good evening. So yeah, let's get back to Pattaya. Pattaya, again, is not a place for families, not a place to bring your kids. And I saw a lot of families out there. I was shocked, bro. I was like, yo, ain't no way I'm bringing like my 7-year-old daughter to Pattaya, walking by a FL and and so in a massage parlor, looking to pay 2,000 baht at a massage parlor. Red flag. Nah. And plus, guys, when you see higher prices like that at massage parlors, they're not professional massage parlors, bro. There are really great massage places out in Pattaya. I went to one. It was like $40, but that was the best massage I've ever had. It was for 90 minutes. 2 girls were working on my entire body. They washed my feet, pause, and when I got done, and I was like, yo, this is crazy. They were on my arms, my hands, my feet. They massaged as much as they could, right? And once it was done, I was like, okay, now I can just leave and pay, right? And they're like, nah, We about to give you some mango sticky rice, some tea, a mint, and some slippers. I'm like, bro, what is this? Is it like because typically what like once the massage is done, you either pay the guy at the pay the person at the front and you dip. But here they took care of you even after the massage was done. I forgot the name of the spot, man. Let me actually look it up real quick because it got charged to my credit card. So let me find out what it was. Because I asked ChatGPT what the best massage place, the best professional massage place in Pattaya was, and it was shoot, let me see. And it's been there for years too. My bad, guys. Give me 1 second. Pattaya best massage, and it should come up real quick. Shoot. Which one did I go to? No, I don't think it came up with it. I'll probably have to tell you guys later about it. Let's see. Big Bass says, our sense of culture is different. Most families out there are non-black families. They don't mind the action around them. Man, that's wild. That's wild though, bro. That's wild. Yeah, I would definitely like if I was a father bringing my family to Pattaya. If if I see like one FL or anything inappropriate, like I'm immediately like, yo, we're leaving right now, like immediately. As a protective father, I plan to be a very overprotective father, especially if I have a daughter, because there's so much stuff for like you to get for your daughter to like get exposed to, and you don't know how what stuff sticks in their mind at a young age that can impact them later in life. So I want to limit the exposure to like any of this like S stuff as much as possible. I want to delay that as much as possible because you just never know how that's going to impact them growing up. And I'm just being real. I'm not taking my family to Pattaya, bro. Ever. Ever. I may take my son once he turns like 20, 19, 20. I may take my son to Pattaya and show him how it works. But my daughter, oh, bro, no. No, 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 no. But Thailand as a whole, my experience before I get too long winded, I know we're almost at an hour on the live, but Thailand as a whole, bro, you have to go at least once in your lifetime, man. Even if you don't make a whole bunch of money here in the States, save up your money, stack it up, work a second job, work Uber and Lyft, pick up a second shift at the job, do pizza delivery, do whatever you can to stack up to make at least one trip to Thailand in your entire life. It will change the way that you think. It will make you a better rounded person. And from a cultural perspective, it'll open your mind to an entirely 180-degree different type of culture. The Thai people are some of the nicest and most hospitable people I have ever interacted with. And they will help you. And it's a safe country. You don't have to worry about your safety if you're like a solo traveler, whether male or female. I know a lot of females out there are solo travelers and worry about their safety. Thailand is a country that you do not really have to worry about your safety. Even walking at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., you're good, you're safe, right? I would overall encourage everybody that can hear this or sees this to go visit Thailand. Make the trip, bite the bullet on the flight, whether you're flying economy, whether you're flying business or first class. If you're flying economy, good on you, bro. It's a 16, 17, 20-hour flight in some cases. It's worth it. It's worth it. And dealing with the jet lag is also worth it, but because when you get there, it will literally be paradise, and Thailand lives up to the hype. That's it. That's it, folks. I gave you guys a review yesterday of Da Nang, Vietnam, and Seoul, South Korea yesterday, so you guys can look back on that live. And I did a collaboration with BMT in Da Nang, so you guys can go to BMT's channel to watch that as well. And we're going to get BMT on the channel as well, maybe early next year. early next year, like January. I'm gonna hit him up and schedule something with him, and we can get him on a video call as well. So that is it, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, getting my review, and also getting Eddie's side of things when it comes to Thailand. And y'all just gotta go. That's it, bro. I appreciate y'all following through to the live. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. My name is Jay. The YouTube channel is called Trippin with Jay. I appreciate y'all coming through, and I'll see y'all later. Every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Sheesh, I'm forgetting the schedule. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And I may do another live tomorrow regarding the new policies of the visa policies for Thailand. That's breaking news that I broke yesterday for you guys, if you guys were on the live yesterday. So I may do a live tomorrow to go more in depth about it and how to file for these longer term visas in Thailand, so you folks can stay in Thailand legally without getting jammed up. But all right, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Peace.